everyone, welcome to Hosanna House Montessori School. Today we have our demo class with Mama Lena. Enjoy! Here at Hosanna, we would like to wish you all a Happy New Year 2021. God bless you.
Happy New Year!
Hi everyone! Hope you're looking forward to a really fun class today. Hello parents! Today we're going to learn a couple of new topics. We're going to start with the parts of a learner. Our eyes. Our eyes are used to see the consequences of our actions and help us think about how to act ethically. Our mouth. Our mouth is to share or communicate our ideas creatively with confidence and to collaborate with others. Our heart. Our heart is filled with courage to take risks when approaching new experiences and learning with the belief that these will help us grow as people. Our arms. Our arms are to hug and to show compassion and to care for others. Our hands. Our hands are to serve others by helping where there is need. We should all carry a learning journal. Here is where I record my thoughts about my learning experiences, reflecting on my strengths, needs, and the progress I have made. Our feet. Our feet are to keep us balanced with commitments and responsibilities and to ensure our physical, intellectual, and emotional wellness. Our backbone. This is to help us stand tall for justice and fairness, being principled, showing respect both for ourselves and for others, being honest, and taking responsibility for our actions. Our backpack or toolkit or even our Hosanna bag is an in-depth prior knowledge and skills to support our understanding in a wide range of topics. Our ears. These are to help us hear about the beliefs and values and perspectives of others with an open mind and then compare these with our own ideas and grow from these experiences. A curious mind. Here, we want to ask questions, inquire, research, and find answers about our ideas. These right here are the parts of a learner. Let's think about them every now and then when we look at our eyes in the mirror or touch our mouth when we are eating and when we put our hand on the left side of our chest towards our heart. Let's think about how we can become better people, better ourselves. As we work on bettering ourselves, we should also develop some skills. There are different types of skills that we can nurture from a very young age, such as thinking skills, social skills, communicational skills, self-management skills, and research skills. When we train our little children, we want to imbibe all these different skills into our children. Different skills include critical thinking skills, creative skills, communicational skills, organizational skills, reflection skills, information literacy, media library, etc. To ensure that our children are learning these skills every day in one way or another, you can do different activities, such as for critical thinking, you can read a story to them. Ask them to critically analyze that story. Maybe get out your art book and get them to draw something creatively. What about calling your grandma or grandpa and communicating to them how your year has been thus far? What about reflection on how your year 2020 was? getting your children to do some research, such as what's going to happen about this COVID vaccination. These are teaching your children different skills. Along with teaching our children different skills, we want to develop their character. We want them to be better people, holistic people. We want them to reflect on their different attitudes and grow the best that they can grow as individuals. In our next slide, we have the IB attitudes. We're going to teach you a little bit about that right now. The IB attitudes are basically different characteristics that we would like to see in our children. There are 12 different IB attributes. These are appreciation, enthusiasm, cooperation, creativity, confidence, commitment, curiosity, integrity, empathy, tolerance, independence, and respect.
Hi, good morning everybody and welcome to our demo. This is the first demo that we are having in 2021. Happy New Year and welcome. We are going to be learning something really special today. It's called the IB attitudes. These are specific characters that we want to build in your child. These are 12 characteristics that we would like every child in Hosanna to have. Let's start with appreciation. Appreciation is one of the most important gifts to have. To be appreciative of something or someone is something we want to see not only in ourselves but in our children. We want our children to appreciate everything that we have given them and everything that God has given them. Curiosity. Has anybody heard that curiosity killed a cat? Well, that doesn't apply in 2021. Curiosity is what's going to get your child out of that chair, out of the box, exploring the world, having fun with the world, and learning more than just what books can give you. Curiosity should be in every part of your child's life. Being curious about this and curious about that. If you have a child who's asking you 10,000 questions a day, trust me, it's the best thing. Having your child ask a lot of questions as a youth will help them as an adult. Because then they will not be scared to ask their CA questions, or to ask their doctor questions, or to ask their teacher questions. Getting them to be curious about the world is so important. Are you curious about your world? Respect. It's so important to have respect not only for yourself but for others. How do we show respect? You know, there's such a beautiful tradition, the Indian tradition, where the younger ones in the family go and touch the feet of the elders. It's such a sign of respect. Taking their blessing, talking kindly, talking politely, talking at a lower tone. Those are a few ways you can show respect. Teaching your child to respect you is very important. Not to back answer, not to get into an argument, not to nag you and irritate and manipulate you. Respect is having your child know the difference between bad mouthing and talking well. Respect is so important. May we all have respect, not only for each other, but respect for ourselves. The next one, which I absolutely love, is independence. Montessorian children are naturally independent. They are taught right from a young age, 18 months at infant Montessori, to do things on their own. Build their pink towel, their brown stair, match the color tablets. Montessori is all about being independent and developing independence in your child. Independence start slow and steady from a young age. Getting your children to brush their own teeth, maybe even get them to wash their own hair, change their own clothes, getting them to eat on their own. All these are simple, small steps to get them to be independent. Finally, there's going to come a day that your child will be able to sit independently and do their own class and even do their own homework. Get your child to be independent. Enthusiasm. Oh my God, this is my favorite one. To be enthusiastic about everything that happens in your life. I know it can be such a strain to be excited about everything. Sometimes I don't feel excited about things. For example, when I did not have a maid or a helper, I had to do everything on my own. But I made a game of it. I said I'm going to be enthusiastic and excited about doing my own homework, my own chores. Being enthusiastic about subjects that you don't like math and science. Helping your child be excited about things that maybe they don't enjoy doing. Teaching your child to be enthusiastic is very important for your own and their own mental well-being. Let's be enthusiastic. The next thing that we want our children to have and imbibe in themselves is cooperation. Sometimes it's difficult for us to cooperate with one another, to live harmoniously with one another. Cooperation is very important in a school setting. We like to see two children able to work at it with each other, or a group of children able to work together. Cooperation is definitely something that we want our children to have inside them. The next one is empathy. Empathy is so important. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes. It's important to have our children learn this particular quality right from a young age. That they should understand what it feels like to be in someone else's shoes. Now, how can we make this work for us at home? Put yourself in your husband's shoes or in your wife's shoes. Let your children put themselves in other people's shoes to see how does it feel like from the other side. Show them how much better they may have it or how much better someone else may have it, and teach them to enjoy other people's company and to empathize with other people when they're feeling sad or lonely or unhappy. This will help your child to understand other people's emotions and to understand their own emotions. Empathy is very important. May we all be empathetic to one another. This is one of my favorite attitudes to have. It's creativity. Right there. It's about having imagination, getting yourself out of the box, getting yourself out there, being creative, using your imagination. Have your child be creative in every possible way, with the way they speak, with the way they dress, with the way they do their homework, even with their arts and crafts. Creativity is very important in developing both your left and your right side of your brain. The next attitude that we want to see in our children, the character that we want our children to have, is confidence. The confidence to stand up and say the correct thing, do the correct thing, and have confidence in everything that you're doing. Confidence is so important. Many of us lack confidence. I pray that in 2021, you will have the confidence to complete every task that you have put forth for yourself, and that your children will go out in confidence, that everything they do will be with confidence. The next quality that we love our children to have is integrity. It is about being honest and being fair. Integrity means being righteous, doing the right thing, and always being fair with everyone. For example, in school, if you have a birthday and you would like to give some chocolates to your friends, you give everybody one chocolate each, even if you have a best friend and want to give them 2 chocolates. Being fair and having integrity and being honest means sharing equally with everyone. Let us all imbibe in our children and develop this particular quality. It's so important to live a life of integrity. The next is commitment. What does commitment look like? Commitment is being dedicated to your own learning. It is persevering and showing self-discipline and responsibility. Commitment means seeing something to the end, putting yourself out there no matter what, seeing your work finished to the very end. Let us all pray that we are committed in 2021 with all the New Year's resolutions that we have made for ourselves. The last and probably one of the most important attributes to have is tolerance. We have to learn to teach our children tolerance. And why do I say that? We need to learn it ourselves. Tolerance is accepting the differences in the world around us. Accepting it. Being okay with it. Letting it be to God. Having tolerance for things is very important. In our school, sometimes we have children who come in who are fairly new, who cry. Other children need to tolerate that crying sound that they hear. Being tolerant is very important. It is something that we all need within us, especially for 2021. May we have an amazing year ahead.
Hello everybody, and welcome to our first demo session to 21. Alright, 2021, that's right. And today, in fact for a while, we are going to be learning something different, something new, something to add on. Alright? Last year, for ESL, our students did the student profile, the ESL children. Alright. Now, this year, we're going to introduce to all of you now, this year, the attitudes. The student attitudes. This is an IB concept, and we would like to introduce you all to these attitudes. That means, these are the attitudes that we want to inculcate in our children. We want all our children to have multiple attitudes, good attitudes. So I want mums to take a photograph of the chart I have behind me, and I want you to study it first. Study each and every attitude. You are then going to pay attention to your child. This is primarily for your child. You are going to see, does my child have any of these attitudes? Do I need to bring out these attitudes in my child? To foster them in my child? Right now we want to build up character. Character is very important, and these attitudes are going to help you. Alright? Every attitude has a chart. Every attitude. Let's just look at them together, alright? So, if we begin with appreciation, that's the way to say it, appreciation. What does this look like? What does appreciation look like? It is valuing the wonder and beauty of the world and its people. So we want our children to appreciate people, to appreciate you, mom and dad. We want our children to be grateful. We want them to say, thank you, we value you. You mean a lot to us. Now, I'm not going to spell it all out because every attitude explains itself. All right? So, beginning with appreciation, this is the first attitude I want you to develop in your child. Every time you give your child a gift, teach your child to say thank you. Right? So you start modeling it. You start saying thank you to your husband, to your mother, to your sister, and your child will look at you as a role model. Your child will begin to be appreciated. So we have to train our children when they are small. So this is for every child of Hosanna House and every child of ESL. This is what I want to see develop. And when you have a child who has shown good signs of appreciation, let Hosanna House know. We will give your child a certificate saying you earned it. In this fashion, your child will go through all these beautiful attitudes or characteristics. Right? We want your children to be leaders, and in Hosanna House we're fostering leaders. So, appreciation, commitment, you know what that means, confidence, cooperation, empathy, enthusiasm, independence, integrity, creativity, curiosity, respect, tolerance. There are 12 of them. Alright? We have 12 months in a year. Yeah? So try and develop each characteristic each month. January, yes, we've lost a week. You can start right off with the first one. Good enough? So this is our vision for this year, to build and develop strong characteristics in your child, which means you have to have these characteristics first. You have to be an appreciative person, you have to be a committed person, etc. Right? As soon as you can tell me my child is showing signs of tolerance, any one of them, it doesn't have to be in order actually, you can choose. I think I'm going for enthusiasm. Children are very enthusiastic, yes? What is enthusiasm? Enjoying learning and willingly putting effort into the process. Now that's one you can start with if you wish. Alright? So choose what you think your child is already there, has already shown signs in his character. Choose it, develop it, send us a message. Riansh is tolerant. These are the signs. He's shown it to us, and we are going to send you a certificate. By the end of the year, every one of your children must have a full set of all the attitudes. This is all I want to tell you. It's a whole lot actually. Alright, take a picture of it, make cards of it, keep it with you. You should know all the attitudes. You should know them like the back of your hand. Alright? And also you can tell your husband, your sister, your brother, I see this in you. I see empathy in you. I see confidence in you. You should use this language. This should be your terminology. Alright? So this is what in Hosanna House, our first demo, we wanted to present to you. I want to thank Deval ma'am. She was the one who came up with the idea, and that's it. As a team, we all work together for a common good. God bless you. Have a wonderful year, and let's bring up our children the way God created them to be. A1, fantastic human beings, leaders, pioneers, entrepreneurs. God bless you all. I love you. Bye.
We thank you for attending today's demo. Please keep watching and re-watching this particular demo that we've put on YouTube. We hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Please call us or message us in case you have any queries concerning today's topic. We will go over this topic a few more times in this coming year. Bye!